Hey Moira, this is your brother. You're a psychopath. I'm not, remember? Uh, you didn't legitimately go to college. Uh, I went to law school and college, legitimately. I legitimately passed the bar in 3 states. And I practiced law in court in 2 states. And I've been in front of the highest court in Massachusetts. And yet somehow the person who never even legitimately graduated from college, because you got in by means of will fraud, and I think you got through by some other kind of fraud or extortion. You ended up in charge of Dad's estate as the manager of Dad's estate, even though you had lived outside the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, since 2017. And I took care of Mom and Dad from roughly 2009 until 4 months before Dad died. And it wasn't that much at first, but there was an ever increasing amount of time. Every couple of years, the amount of time I had to spend each week taking care of Mom and Dad would increase. To the point where it was, 7 days a week the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years, I would say. Many hours a day, especially after COVID. So, anyways, the idea that you would be made the manager of Dad's estate is absurd. And I've been effectively disinherited. To boot. And if the copy I have of Dad's will is accurate to matches what's on file with the Middlesex Probate and Family Court, it's an obvious indication of will fraud, because the signature is not Dad's, or at least if it is Dad's, it's an indication of complete and utter incompetence on his part to make a last will and testament. And the will itself, the copy I have at least, does not manifest any intent of the testator. And if there is any intent in the trust it mentions, that subverts the entire purpose of the trust and estates law, which is to make the intent of the testator public. The testator, that's Dad. You're not a lawyer, Moira, so I wouldn't expect you to know what a testator is in a will and trust situation. Anyways, with that as the intro, that this is a situation of complete and utter fraud and extortion and probably murder for profit of Dad. And conspiracy to commit murder and organized crime. It's an organized crime rack as well. I'd like you to consider one thing. When this gets down to litigation, if and when it does, if the Greek mob doesn't murder me first, or if the Italian mafia doesn't murder me on your behalf first, because they poisoned my cats to death, and that's usually what mobsters do before they kill the person who owned the pets they poisoned to death. If this gets down to litigation, if I don't get murdered first, and the issue of whether or not you went to college comes up, I'm going to ask you to produce credit card records or receipts of your purchases of textbooks at Wellesley College. And it's just a guess at this point, but seeing as you don't have any used books lying around your apartment, since you graduated from Wellesley, or even while you were going to Wellesley, you didn't seem to have any used books lying around like I did all through college, and I still have them lying around now. I have used books with the used sticker on them from Union College in the early 90s. You never really possessed any of those things that I recall. And I didn't really look for them or ask any questions about that absence, because I just trusted you. But if you lack the credit card receipts for textbook purchases, you never went to college. You're going to hell when you die, Moira. Please take care of Liam. He's a good young man. Bye-bye.